Hey guys. So, I was just sitting here and I was watching a few videos and I was watching Two Broke Girls on TV and those girls just crack me up. But I got this word and the word was you can't judge a book by its cover. You really can't because the book can look a certain way. But until you open the book and you read the contents, you never really know, do you? The cover could look pretty and shiny and the inside could be dark and dreary, or vice versa. The outside of the book could be mysterious and alluring and the inside could be soft and cheesy, you know? You just never really know. And I know that in my life, I have been judged by my cover a lot. I have been deemed naive or goofy because I like to have fun. I have been stereotyped because of my looks, and they think that I'm just some dingy bimbo or whatever, when I'm dressed up and looking fly. And a lot of people never really took the time to open the book and see what the contents were. I've actually had people say, I know you, I know everything about you, and they didn't know squat about me. They never took the time to get to know me. So, through my transformation this year and through everything that I've been through in the last, well, my whole life, but the last 5 years has been quite a journey, from going through a divorce 5 years ago, moving 650 miles, starting all over fresh, you know, um, having to relearn everything and not knowing where I was going to end up. And then shortly meeting someone that I got into a relationship with that turned into toxicity. And then that was kind of a back and forth thing. And then, you know, um, I dated another guy briefly after that. I call him the ghost. I did make a video about this one time. He was a love bomber and just like up and ghosted me one day. And then I had a spiritual awakening, and I was led to a casino one night, and I ran into someone that I knew when I was young, and we hit it off, and I started dating him, and that was about a 6-month relationship. Things ended kind of oddly. Um, in a strange way. Hard to explain, really, because I knew my vision and I couldn't help him understand what I wanted to do. And anyway, it it ended abruptly, and so I find myself, sitting here, like looking at my own book, looking at my own content and my own story, and like if I hadn't lived this, I would never be able to look at myself, like see the story or believe my own story, you know, because I don't carry it on the outside of my cover. Most people would never ever guess all of the things that I've been through in my life because of the cover of my book. So, next time that you meet someone and you're getting to know them, or you want to open that book, make sure that you read the content. Make sure that you take a deep dive into it and you really get to understand who that person is. And pay attention. Don't ask questions that you don't want the answers to, first of all. And when you do get the answers, do not sit in judgment of that person, because you really don't know what they've had to walk through. Even though I tell my story often, a lot of times I forget a lot of the things that I've been through. Most people would never make it through. Most people would never make it out of. This is just a brief version of just the journey in the last 5 years. Prior to that, there's a lot more stories just like that. So don't judge a book by its cover. Get to know the person, not the exterior only. Don't be surface level. It's important that, especially now, I know a lot of people are looking for their soulmate and their twin flames and all this stuff, it's all over the place, and it's a great time to look for that because of, our retrogrades and things like that. But when you're looking for that, make sure that you look inside the cover too, not just on the outside. That truth will set you free, and it will give you a little bit more clarity, or at least make you think before you just judge the book by its cover. You guys have a great night. Be blessed. And like I always say, if you're blessed, please be a blessing to others.